January 10th, 1922.
1922.
Right.
So, how old were you about when the Depression hit?
I would say 8 or 9.
About 8 or 9 years old. And how did that affect your family life?
Didn't affect me, you know.
Did Grandpa Charlie work through the Depression? Did he always have work?
There wasn't any work around for them. But what he did, the state, like when it snowed, they hired so many people to shovel the snow off the streets and so on. Then Pop got a job up in Ithaca through his Jocko brothers, who were plumbers. And they, from then on, things started to climb, shall we say, in the family.
Yeah.
You know, they could spend a few bucks here and there.
Yeah.
My mother wasn't a spendthrift, and he wasn't exactly John D. Rockefeller with his money either, but we got by.
Yeah.
You know.
So then, and then how old were you when your mother died?
Oh, I was home only maybe a month or two being discharged, and she died.
Oh, okay. I thought it was younger than that. Okay.
No, I just finished the tour of the Navy.
Oh, so how come then Aunt Marie, there's the stories of Aunt Marie putting your pants on backward?
Oh, that's, I knew that was coming up. But anyway, there was a thrift house around the corner, and my mother was not exactly a woman who liked to get out of bed too quick. I mean, she always had Marie dress me and so forth, and they'd go around the corner to this thrift house. It was like a kindergarten, you know. And of course, in those days, boys didn't have flies.
Yeah.
They had just a little flap.
Right.
I went there and we had a rest period at the thrift house, and I had to go pee-pee in the boys' way. And I started crying, and I don't know whether my mother came around or not, and they put a pan in front of me, and they found the pants were on backwards.
Yeah, yeah. So then, Lynn's desire to sleep in late in the morning, I guess she inherited that from your mother.
Well, yeah, Marie had to dress me and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, and undress me.
Yeah.
That's another chapter in my life. We had a car for 5 passengers. The 3 of us, Charlie, Marie, and myself. I always sat in the middle. And I always fell asleep when driving home from we were visiting somebody, you know. And of course my mother always said, Marie, now undress him. And Marie would get a hold of me and she'd shake me, and I'd be still half asleep. I wouldn't open my eyes for none of the money. Oh, she got mad. Oh, she never lived it down. I never lived it down, and she never lived it down.
So now you had aunts over in Jersey City.
Right, what?
Aunts and uncles, aunts.
Well, we had my sister. My mother was one of 4 sisters, so they were my aunts. And one aunt, her husband died young. The other one, well, she wasn't a sister, but she was married in the family. The brother, my mother's brother, he was the assistant warden up in the Jersey City jail.
Oh.
And he was in the Navy, I think, when the war, World War I was on. So that's about the size of the relations. Well, we had a lot of other people too, friends and my mother and father.
So now you would take the ferry over to Jersey City?
Yes, right. Because it was only 25 cents on the ferry. And we always pulled into a loft candy store just before we got into the approach to the ferry. My father always bought a box of candy because my mother's mother, my grandmother, lived in Jersey City, so we always had to go over and see Grandma, you know. And my father would bring the candy and he'd order it up, and he was always, nobody else got any.
So when you went to Jersey City, you went to a beach over there? You went swimming?
No. We never went swimming in Jersey City.
Oh.
So what is it? My mother's brother, the you know, at the warden, associate system one. He had a place in Palmton Lakes, and we went up there. In fact, Marie stayed with, my uncle only had one girl, Joanne, or Joan, and Marie, and it was like a babysitter in a sense, you know.
Yeah.
She had a couple of weeks away from the house, you know, which was good for her.
Yeah.
You know.
So then you went, after you graduated from high school,
Yeah.
you worked
Yeah.
in New York City
Right.
as?
I was an office boy at the start, and then I became I worked for Underwood Elliott Fisher, Underwood typewriters.
Yeah.
Elliott Fisher accounting machines. And I was hired as an office boy, and then this one department, they needed a clerk, and they gave me the job. Then I learned how to run the accounting machine, which is a lot different than what you have today. And the guy there were two brothers and another guy, another fellow that were like they put all the figures together, they got made the reports, and I ran the accounting machine. So
Was that a comptometer? Was it a comptometer?
It was an Elliott Fisher machine.
Oh.
So, in fact, when it came the end of the month, everything was rush, get the stuff posted to the accounts, and the other three fellows made the reports, and I delivered them to the hierarchy of the Elliott Fisher.
And Uncle Charlie was working for MetLife at the time?
That's right.
And were both of you playing basketball at that time?
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But you didn't meet Mommy before you went into the war?
No.
No.
No, I don't know whether we met or... No, I don't recall too much with Edith when... she liked Charlie.
Yeah. Ah. But when you were playing basketball before the war, you were still playing in the league where you played against other churches?
Yeah, right.
And other teams?
Yeah, right. The Presbyterian Church had a beautiful arrangement. They had a beautiful church. They had built a auditorium, well, it was a big auditorium, but it was a gym too, and they had 2 baskets and
yeah.
2 showers, men and women's showers, so it was the cat's meow.